All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to talk about Terence Crawford's upcoming fight with David Avanesyan and how it is looking really shaky right about now for that bout. Based on the information that's out there and the word that's bouncing around the street, let's talk about that. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the 147-pound division. Just giving you an update on the Terence Crawford Avanesyan fight. People keep saying, I keep saying Avanesyan fight. A fight that Terence Crawford decided to take instead of the Errol Spence Jr. fight that everybody was looking forward to. And it is looking, as time gets closer to the fight date that he has, that particular bout is still looking real shaky. Now, before I get into that, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you're a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, gotta say thank you very much. Really does mean a lot. This video we're gonna dedicate to Quace, who does not have to pay me that bet on Gervonta Davis beating Ryan Garcia, because that bout's not going to happen. However, thank you for your big support in the channel. It really does mean a lot. In the super chat and the Cash App and in the super thanks that you can do in videos like this if you're not able to actually make it to the live streams. So let's get into this. Terence Crawford fight with David Avanesyan was on BoxRec, but now it is no longer on BoxRec. If you are not familiar, and I said in the beginning of the video, Terence Crawford was in the midst of negotiating a fight with Errol Spence Jr. and he pulled out because he accepted a fight with David Avanesyan to take place on Black Prime, the website Black Prime. Big shock to everybody in boxing. Errol Spence, Steven Espinoza, pretty much everybody around that took place. And so people were like, well, who is Black Prime? What is this about? Looking for that information. And when the fight originally was announced, that fight was put up on BoxRec. You had David Avanesyan had a fight scheduled that got removed. I think his fight was originally scheduled for November 19th. That was removed, and the Terence Crawford bout was put up on BoxRec. And now, when you look at BoxRec, that fight is removed. Also, that bout was announced to take place at the Chi Health Center in Omaha, Nebraska. And if you go to the website for events for Omaha, Nebraska, that particular time slot has listed private event. So what would the private event be? Now, the private event is definitely for the time frame that bout would take place. Like, I think it's like 5 o'clock and 3:59 or something like that till midnight is the time blocked off for that private event. Now, is that private event that bout? You would think that it would, but you have to ask yourself, why is it a private event then? Because that bout is clearly not a private event. Private event is something where you cannot buy tickets to. You have to be invited. Now, could it be that they blocked off that particular date? They're negotiated to block off the date, but they hadn't finalized it so that they could announce it and then begin to sell the tickets. Nobody knows, right? So it's just looking like this particular bout is, it's like it's happening. It's like the preparation for the fight is just a little bit shaky. Right now, of the date of this video, it is October 31st. That fight is 6 weeks out. That is December 10th, right? Not even quite about 6 weeks out, right? You got 30 days has September. What is it? So you have 30 days in November. So 40 days, right? Pretty much 40 days away from now. So that is a situation where people are going to start wondering whether or not the bout is actually going to take place. Also, there was some other bouts that were supposed to take place on Black Prime that wind up getting moved. Specifically, the Brian Norman fight was supposed to be the first boxing match that was on Black Prime, and I do believe it was supposed to be in Atlanta, and they canceled that. Event. Now, the word is that the reason that got canceled is because there were some lawsuits related to Black Prime, and their business license was taken away. Now, could this be the reason why they haven't? First of all, Terence Crawford on his website on his Instagram has still not talked about or announced the fight. He's not been on a formal black like as far as like having a press conference or anything like that. None of that has happened for this David Avanesyan fight. It just seems like this stuff was probably put together very, very quickly, and it may be in a situation where this bout gets moved. Now the thing that would tell me that the bout may only get moved if it does get moved. I'm not saying it is going to get moved. If it does get moved, and not canceled, it would be because of what Bob Arum said, which was that there's already been a significant amount of money paid to his opponent David Avanesyan to his promoter Frank Warren. Also, my understanding is that there was a significant amount of Terence Crawford's purse paid to him as well. So I'm not sure whether if they move the fight or cancel the fight, whether or not they get their money back or whatever the scenario was. But it's just, this does not look like it's the most well-ordered, best organized situation that we've seen in boxing, or very organized at all. There's also been other promoters like Raging Babe, who you can see on Twitter. I don't know if she's actually promoting anymore, that looks at the fight and is like, wow, how do you do this? Like, there's so many things that you have to do. You've never seen these people before. When are people going to learn the lesson about going to promoters, dealing with promoters for big events that have not already been experiencing that? So there may just be a lot of hiccups and a lot of stuff going on around that related to these guys not having a tremendous amount of experience, putting on big fights. And it would be a shame if something happened to that fight and Terence Crawford was left swinging in the wind. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of him not fighting Errol Spence Jr. and the way all of that went down, but at the same time, I wouldn't want to see, him be put in a situation where he sticks his neck out, publicly and deals like that, and all of a sudden, things fall apart and he winds up not getting the Avanesyan fight and not getting the Errol Spence Jr. fight. But anyway, we'll see what happens. Keep you updated on what's going on. You let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace.